Any number of things, but these communities all have one thing in common. Everyone in the group shares a similar experience. Support groups are effective because the members are able to relate to one another, and they can motivate, encourage, and help each other. When someone's endured unbelievable pain, for example, they tend to look for a person who understands. Well, today we'll meet Lynn, a woman who found this perfect person. Lynn's here to share with us her true story, but she has to begin when she was 7 with her stepmother's abuse. On today's Unshackled Daily Devotional.
She made me stand in a corner all day. She left me alone with a German Shepherd dog that was vicious and frightened me to death. She told lies to my father so he would beat me when he came home. At 13, I began seeing a psychiatrist, and when I confided in him about the abuse, he told my stepmother. She waited a week until my bruises were gone, then put me in a mental hospital. There, for the first time, I experienced kindness. The doctors suspected abuse, and when I felt safe enough to tell the truth, they let me stay 6 months and then sent me to a Christian youth home, far from my parents. Sometimes I had fits of screaming rage. They had nearly given up on me when I went to camp in the summer and heard about the suffering of Jesus, how he went to the cross that I might live without fear and shame. I accepted him as my Savior, and he gave me real peace. Right away, the staff noticed the change in me, and I stayed to finish high school. A few years after my salvation, I threw away the tranquilizers. Jesus even set me free of the hatred and bitterness I had for my stepmother and father. I know that whatever your heartache and pain, the Prince of Peace will change everything and set you free.
Isaiah chapter 53 verses 3 and 4 speak of Jesus in this way: a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Friend, Jesus knows your pain. He has endured the depth of suffering and deepest separation from God. And what's more, his suffering was for you and for me. So if you feel scarred by the evil of this world, remember Jesus. Cry out to him for deliverance and thank him for his sacrifice. He can bring hope and healing, but only if we open our hearts to him. Will you receive this truth today?